Welcome back, folks, to episode number 3 of the wrap up. Okay, so check this out. I'm very excited for this episode. A lot of double headers. That last game caught it very, very exciting. There's a lot to talk about. If you're in the chat, feel free to drop comments, reply. I'll be in the chat with you guys. This episode's exciting because I got a chance to interview BlkFrankWhite. It was the first time I've ever met him, and I'm sure we're gonna link up sometime soon when I head to a league game. So we're gonna kick to that interview at some point in the episode. We're also gonna talk to the Raptors Uprising players because they had a doubleheader and they won both of the games. And it wasn't pretty in some of the games, man, but a win is a win. You can't be mad at that. So if you have questions for them when they pop up, feel free to be in the chat and just ask the questions and I'll relay it back and forth and we'll get things going like that. So hold on, man. Let me get on my player. Let's pull out the play chart, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing, man? Welcome back. It's episode 3. We missed last week because, I mean, the Raptors Uprising didn't have a game, and I was very busy that week. But we're back this week, better than ever. My streaming setup is a lot more simple, so hopefully we have less technical difficulties and the lag that we were dealing with in previous weeks. We're trying to work through all the kinks, and I reduced my 2 PC streaming setup to 1 PC streaming setup this week because I'm trying to avoid the infinite technical difficulties that comes with it. NBA 2K League in the chat said, what's up, Agent? What's up, League? How you doing, man? Agent, damn, I didn't know you streamed here. Yeah, this is episode 3. 2 weeks ago and the week before that, we kind of just began the wrap up. So it's a show that starts after the league finishes for the day. We just talk league, talk Raptors Uprising, and we usually get a pretty neat interview. Last week was Dirk, and man, I want to do that Dirk interview again very, very badly because I love Dirk. He's my guy. I talk to him all the time, but it was super laggy and there was a lot of latency, and so I want to get like a nice, genuine, good connection interview with my guy. Maybe we'll make it happen sometime soon. Anyway, this is my beautiful character, ladies and gentlemen. I've been wearing the same fit since the start of 2K. Wait, hold on, we got a VIP here? Chat, do you guys know who that is? Emmanuel Quickly. I don't know who that is. A 60 overall elite. There's a good... I'm not going to say what I was about to say. We're going to let that go. 60 overall VIP. Interesting. Very, very interesting. What up, Taco? How you doing, man? Kendoza. Hey, that's my guy. Doza. Okay. Yeah, I remember him at the EGLX. I was hosting an event, and he was one of the players there. He was an outstanding player. Hey, keep grinding, man, because you got a lot of talent, my guy. Yeah. I need to get the chat a little bit closer so I can see it. Hold on. Boom. I don't have my glasses on. You guys usually don't see me with my glasses. Give us a moment. We're gonna kick it to the interview. It's a long interview. It's like 10 minutes long, but it was a very good one because Frank White just got the position for NBA 2K League Community Ambassador. And I didn't know that I knew him before, and you can see it in the interview, but I known of him since time, and it only really hit me during the interview. He's VC glitching. No, I don't think he was VC glitching. I'm not gonna lie. I think I know what that account is, but I don't want to say it on stream. Where's my mic cord at? Am I tripping? Oh, it's right in front of me. All right, we're gonna do the mic cord. Hey, what up, Frank? How you doing, man? What's up? Hey, hi, how you doing, Booster? No, you can't boost like that. There's no way to boost like that. At least not on the park. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like every couple weeks there's another glitch and people are taking advantage of it. But the glitch to get VIP, that's a different one. I never seen that one before. All right, boom. Hey, check it out. This is what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna kind of chill and dribble my mic cord throughout this, but what we're gonna do now is we're gonna kick it to the interview with Frank White. Really dope one. And once we get back from that, we're gonna chill, talk to Raptors Uprising. Feel free to ask questions in the chat. I want this to be as interactive as possible. And if you have any questions for them, get them prepared because they're willing to answer them. So anything you want to know about being a professional player in the NBA 2K League, ponder, and yeah, let's get to the interview, man. I was excited about this one because it was the one with the least amount of technical difficulties. At some point though, in the middle, the connection kind of hitches. I think that was my internet's fault though, and it got a little pixelated for a few minutes. So allow that, and just know it's getting clear up. All right, man, let's get to it. All right, we're joined today with none other than Frank, who recently just got a position with the NBA 2K League as the NBA 2K League community ambassador. We got to talk to him. The players love him. The fans love him, and he's made quite an impact. He's only had the position for about a few weeks now. Frank, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm happy to be here. I finally made it, man. I've been talking about this in all my power ranking videos and begging the world to let me get some of this agent love. So I'm happy. I'm underneath the umbrella now.
All right, so talk to me, man. You have a new position with the NBA 2K League. How were you approached about it?
How was I approached about the position? Pretty simply, I started doing stuff with I'm sure you're familiar with 2K comp games
Yeah.
or comp. We started doing a show on YouTube called First Shake. It was a debate show about the league. That matriculated itself into the Post Up, which was a lifestyle show about the players in the NBA 2K League, ton stories and giving people a different aspect of the players, and it went from there to where I'm at today, which is the community ambassador, and I'm grateful because I wouldn't be here without the community, and that's everybody, that's casuals, competitives, YouTubers like yourself, Twitch streamers like. And I always tell people something funny. So you're like one of the few. You're like one of the few YouTubers I don't know. So it's so weird to me because I've met everybody, and I'm like, I finally get to meet you. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to meet you too. I know the league has been picking up like a lot of people in the community for positions, whether it's like a coach or whether it's an analyst. So like, what do you do on a day to day? What does your days usually look like?
Well, my day is, I mean, jokingly, I get like 17 calls from coaches complaining about something. And then I tell them, look, we're working on it. And then, but not realistically, I just work with the team the team, the 2K League team we have. We have a great staff.
Yeah.
And what we do pretty much every day is just figure out what we're working towards now is Vegas, which we have the turn coming up. So we're all hands on deck for Vegas, and we're super excited. We're going to be at the Hyper X Esports Arena, excuse me. And I've never been. I've been to Vegas 1,000 times, but never been to the arena. So I'm so ready to see this arena and see the people play on the league bill, have some fun.
What was the players' reaction to you when they first heard about you getting the position? I'm sure like you go back and forth with them a lot, but was it on Twitter? Did people text you? How did it work out?
Oh, I got a lot of love on Twitter, and the first player to actually, well, I would say this, the first competitive player to actually reach out to me was Chalk. And if you know anything about Chalk's history, he had a little malign past, but he's cleaned that up, and he's been one of my biggest supporters in terms of the process. So I always like to salute to him. But other players that's in the league that reached out to me once, like the first was Worthington Cole. Me and him go way back. Tiffy that played on the Jazz season 1. He reached out to me. I think some other players, but those are like the main two. Those are like my guys that they know me from what I've done for years in the community. But the love has been amazing. So I've been doing like little secret events, like so to speak, where I invite people out to the studio and I thank
Yeah.
them personally, because I'm super understanding of where I'm at in the space, and I wouldn't be here without the people in the community helping me get here. So I have to always remember that.
So like season two, it feels like it's mid-season, but it's really only a few games underway. And of course, there's like the big event going on in Vegas, which I'm excited for because it's gonna be very different. So we'll see how the league can pull it off. What are you like? What are you most excited about? It's season two. There's a lot of new things that are happening. There's a lot of new players. What excites you the most about what you're seeing?
I'm excited about the expansion teams. We got 4 new franchises in, and they're playing phenomenal. You got T Wolves with Bear the Beast, which I'm sure you heard. We live, Bear.
Yeah.
A few weeks of the season. Plus, Nets Gaming, which everybody knows OG King Kurt, and those are good friends of mine. So I'm just happy to see more teams coming into the league, more success for us in terms of people actually liking what we do and they want to be a part of it. So I'm happy about teams coming in. More teams, more players, more fun.
Is there any one of those teams, the expansion teams, that you're surprised by that maybe you didn't expect? I mean, maybe your
Ooh, that's a
expectations changed over the course of the first few games.
that's a good question. Well, out of the 4, the one that surprised me the most was T Wolves Gaming. even though they did get Bear the Beast as a steal in the draft, I thought they might struggle. Even though people feel like they're struggling, they have a really great nucleus and they have a really good team. And I think just a little minor tweaks here and there, and they can really. I see them as a playoff team. But that would be like my surprise team. The Nets already knew because I'm been friends with OG for a long time, OG King Kurt. So I knew they was gonna have success out the gate. They're 3-1 right now, so I already knew they were gonna be good. But T Wolves and Coach Vivens, they definitely surprised me.
How you feeling about Dallas? I know a lot of people set the expectations high in season one, and they missed the playoffs, and so there was a lot of criticism. But season two, they're off to like an insane start. I believe they're 5-0. Did you expect that from them? Who do you think stepped up on that team?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, you know from experience from playing pro yourself that how great Dimes is.
Yeah,
He just needed players around him that fit his style. And once I wasn't sold on it right away, but once they hired LT as the coach, and when they drafted the team that they drafted was such a great team, I knew sky was going to be the limit for them. So I'm happy to see Mamba Mo, 16-time world champion with Dime. And that's what you need. You need championship players, players who are not afraid of the moment. And Dimes has players like that this season. And sky's the limit for them, man. I don't see them losing, and probably until we get to the tournament in Vegas. And because they had to learn, your Raptors, I know you're a Raptors fan. Your Raptors gave my boys the business, and I was hurt. I was hurt. That double lock is hard to beat.
it is. And do you think that might be the meta? I know, like the Raptors, for example, and maybe some other teams tried it and maybe struggled offensively and went with a different lineup to get a better offensive output. And even the Raptors' last game, they ran one lock, but I mean, it feels like you could almost poke the ball with any archetype, so you don't necessarily need a lock, especially if you can add a three-point shooter. How you see the meta going, and maybe they might change things like they did in mid-season one, but how do you see the meta going so far in season two?
Well, the meta has been interesting, right? Because if you know from the draft, a lot of the secondary ball handlers this year played the two guard position, and they
Yeah.
played pure sharp. You were able to jig and dex. But with the league bill, they had to switch that. So most of your great sharps like Ball Like Seam, Original Malik, they all went to the three position. They're playing the shot sharp. So what you have is a very interesting dynamic because now they have to kind of like relearn how to play that position because as you know from I've watched a lot of your videos, you know that playing a pure sharp or playing a shot sharp is totally different. You have more capability with the shot sharp, but to play small forward and have to now deal with possibly the power forward being on you is such a different aspect for them. So the meta probably now is I would say, put your lockdown defender on the two, the shot sharp on the three. A lot of teams are going with the sharp rebound at the five. But I think what I like to see is it's been a lot of teams trying different things. I go back to the Raptors. The double lock I thought was genius. But like you said, it's hard for teams to run it because if you have a bad offensive night, if you're player that you're counting on to have the good night. If he has a bad night, you'll lose. But I like the chances. Take chances. Be great.
Um, just shoot the shit, man. How's it going with you? Like, I know you're new to the position and you're learning a lot as the season goes on, but like, I'm sure I don't know what job you came from before this, but I know a lot of the managers and the players talk about it often on Twitter. Like, it's surreal feeling. You're getting paid to really manage, or your job is NBA 2K and everything about it, which is crazy. And it takes a while to settle in. Has that settled in for you just yet, or is it not just there yet?
No, I'm gonna be totally honest. It has not settled in for me yet. I'm still in the lovey-dovey phase, or the awe phase, or the woe phase, whatever you want to call it. But I was telling someone today, like I get to work in the NBA headquarters. Like I get to me, it's like basketball heaven. You go use the bathroom. They're playing NBA video games on the TV.
Yeah.
You're hearing it overhead. Like it's stuff that you never would even think of that you can do that's basketball related. That's happening in
Have you
there.
got a chance to like
So
tell your family like what do you do? What's this new position? And you had to explain to them what you do.
yeah, I explained them what I do. I had my mother and my little sister come out, and they're ecstatic. and my brother understands it 'cause he played 2K. So they love what I'm doing. They're happy to see that all the hard work paid off because I don't know if you know, but I had started out like I played a lot of Pro Am, and then I switched over to my team, and I ran the King of Kings tournament, which was like the biggest.
Oh, that's where I
Yeah.
remember you from. No,
Yes.
see, I
Yes.
knew your name was recognizable. I seen it on Twitter, man. Okay, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I applied
Yeah.
for that when I was
So.
like a tiny YouTuber back in the day. And
Oh, really?
I didn't ever following up. I don't know if I didn't get an email or nothing. I don't remember, man. But like, yeah. Okay, so you go way
Yeah.
back in the community.
Yeah, definitely. So that tournament had like a lot of players that are in the league now that won. Like
Yeah,
Adam the First, he had won our tournament the second year. Maddie from Pacers Game, as you know, is Uncle Maddie on Twitter. He
yeah,
won it last year. So it made me. I always had make sure I bridged the gap between competitive pro am and my team. That was one thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to show everybody that it takes skill to win in my team, just as much skill it does to take in pro am. If anything, playing my team makes you a better pro am player. 'Cause you learn plays, you learn how to move the court. You learn different jump shots, which I know you're big on, trying to find a just to get the best greens. You glitchy out here, so.
yeah. And I remember like there's a lot of league players that in the off season, there was my team tournament 2K19, and a lot of them
Yeah,
qualified. So you
yeah,
saw a
definitely.
lot of pro am heads qualifying for the my team tournament. That was cool to see too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And a lot of them had messaged me and they were thanking me. They was like, like the King of Kings kind of could set the tone for them competitively and what they should expect when they go into my team. You know how it's for yourself. It's very hard to switch modes and stay competitive because you can go to my team and then come back to pro am and miss everything. But like to be able to run in and play in my tournament to help them keep that competitive edge that they're used to playing in pro am. So I was happy I could provide that and bridge that gap.
Yeah, well, thank you for everything you've done for the community. We need every community needs people like you and others because that's what helps build the foundation. And then eventually the NBA comes along and blesses the world with the 2K
I
league,
know,
and then
right?
now you're employed by them. So that's beautiful. Hey, thank you for joining me today, man. I
Yeah,
think it was like a brief background, people getting to know you. Um,
yeah, definitely. And I want to say one thing to you before we go.
yeah,
I've been wanting to say this for a long time. I think you're one of the most creative YouTubers we have in our genre.
thank you.
So I wanted to tell you that. I was gonna wait till I saw you in person, but I said this is a better time than any to tell you that. I think like I watch your videos all the time. I've been a fan of your videos for a long time, and I think the content that you do is so original and so cool. Even the trolling stuff that gets people mad, I love it, man. I enjoy it. So I want to tell you, keep doing your thing, man. I love it.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I try.
No.
And listen, man, I know we're gonna meet eventually at one of these events because I'm bound to go to at least one or two NBA 2K League events this year. I missed every single one last year, and I regretted it because I
Yeah,
got
we
really
gotta
busy.
have you here, man. Everybody's been asking me about you, so you gotta come out.
Yeah. Listen, it was good to talk to you, and hopefully we'll see you back sometime soon on the wrap up. Thank you.
Excellent, definitely. I had a great time. Thanks for having me.
Um, And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I didn't know I knew him. Isn't that's insane? Okay, so I don't know if you just caught what happened in that interview. So I've seen Frank's name in and around Twitter because he's in the community, and I follow a bunch of guys in the community. But I didn't expect because I recognized his name. He hosted the KOK tournaments, and I don't know if you guys do this. Well, you guys know this. I played a lot of competitive games growing up, and around 2K13, I started to play a lot of competitive game battles. And in 2K14, if you remember, they added in the Virgin Gaming stuff, and I played competitive on that ODOD because they put it in the game on my team. But they took it out the year later, and I was looking for different websites to play competitive. And around the time I was playing my team a lot and Play Now Online. This is before I started to play Park seriously around 2K16, and that's where I know him from is because he was running those my team tournaments the whole time. So yeah, that came out of nowhere. I remember I applied for one of his tournaments when I was around a few thousand subscribers, and I never ended up playing in it, but I don't know. It's just a crazy coincidence. Anyway, yeah, so I'm likely gonna be going to. I won't spoil nothing or anything like that, but I'm likely gonna be going to the Vegas event, and so I know he's gonna be there. And if I do pull up, then I'm most definitely gonna be kicking it with him. Plus, he said he knows his way around Vegas, so Take out the dribbling. The young ages be getting better, man. Hey, listen, if I had a 6'6" play sharp, I would actually take dribbling seriously. But this is a 6'4" build, and it's not really the wave. In a moment, we're going to kick it to the Raptors Uprising guys. And if you have questions, let us know, and I'll ask them the questions. They had a very exciting week where they went 2-0. So that's good, because the first week, they started off 0-2. And it's a nice bounce back. They're back to 500 now, which is great news. Hold on. This is the most elite dribble move I can do. Prepare to be amazed. Yeah, I know. It's pretty pathetic, man. It's a simple spin, but hey, you know what I mean? That's not my forte. That's not what I do. Maybe like in 2K20, I might go crazy into dribbling just to prove to everybody. As long as I put some effort and time into it, then I can take it easy. 6'4" is low-key better. 6'4" is not better. Trust me. I remember, do you guys remember the video I did like a couple months ago where I was trolling with Steezo? Steezo was like, yo, you have a 6'4". Why do you have a 6'4" build? And listen, what Steezo says goes, because he knows what he's talking about when it comes to playmakers. And he was saying like it's way harder to play on a 6'4" build. But you can do stuff like that, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, I might just get a 6'6" account and just go crazy for a video one day. Just to prove I can do it. I just need like a nice week to practice, and then I'm set. Just get my layup packages and everything right. Yeah, I saw Shane in the chat was talking about how they're doing a giveaway, which is awesome. So, I mean, Shane, listen, if you're trying to do giveaways, I'm the guy. Listen, I have a whole roster of Raptors Uprising hats. So if you want to send me more hats, I'm all for it, man. 6'4" is not better. Hey, Bri, I saw you in the chat earlier, man. You're talking about how you're famous in school. You mean to tell me all your friends in school, Bri, saw you throwing up bricks? That's unbelievable. That's preposterous. Bri, I couldn't be caught throwing up bricks. That's just you. But yeah, Bri, dude, you left the party after the video, but we're gonna have to run it back, all right? Because when I play Pro-Am, I don't even try and win. I just try and put together teams that would be very, very entertaining. So, yeah, I think it was very funny the last time we ran. All right, check it out. We're going to kick it to the Raptors Uprising, guys, man. I'm sure they're excited. They just went 2-0 this week. And so, time for your questions. And hopefully I don't mess anything up in the scene transitions. Let's go. Boom.
Yo.
Okay. All right, how you guys doing, man?
What's good? Doing good, Agent.
Listen, man, the studio looks very, very fresh. I'm gonna have to come through in like a practice scrim or something because I missed the place. But how are you guys feeling, man? 2-0, you bounced back. The team is 500.
Feeling good, man. You know, hey, we worked for it, man. You know, we started off a little sluggish, but you know, just like last year, we always find the groove, and you know, we go from there.
Quay, man, what has gotten into you, my guy? Because you had 10 rebounds in the first quarter. And I didn't know if you could keep it up, but you did, man. You ended the game with 20. I don't know what kind of record that is, but it's at least a franchise record. I don't know what the actual league record for that is, but I know you were using the pure glass, right?
Yeah.
What was it, man? Was it just really good position? Was it just a lot of missed shots? What went into the record?
I think it's a little bit of everything. Just good position, timing, knowing my guys about to shoot. You know, just knowing, you know, they got weaker builds that's guarding me. So, you know, I could probably jump over there if I get the right position. So, you know, just being a horse as usual, you know. Yeah,
the defense was really good. Josh, man, you're a beast defensively. And on the press, you did not let point guards breathe. And that's terrifying because you were poking the ball loose every which way. So the full court press seems like a common theme in the league. A lot of teams are doing it, but you guys have been really good defensively. I mean, to the first quarter, if I remember correctly, I believe the Timberwolves had like 4 points, which is like, that's wild. So obviously you guys practiced that, but there must have been a game plan, man. You're, I'd say, one of the best lockdowns in the league right now. So hey, listen, talk to the people, man. What? How you feeling after 2-0?
I'm feeling good. I mean, like we said, we had a bye week. We played the Sixers, and I felt like I had a bad game where he had like 28. He had a lot of turnovers, but still 28 is too much. I don't care who we're playing. So this bye week, I just locked in. We got to scrimmage a lot of teams. We played like 77 scrims, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm guarding all type of point guards and secondary ball handlers. So I think this week I just got my defense way better.
That's dope. Trey, man, I want to ask you. You've been in the league now for a couple years, and coming into the league in season 1, you weren't a massive name, but throughout your play, I mean, even when you watch the games, the commentators talk about how you're one of the bright spots, and you've been like an incredibly consistent player for the team, and that's challenging to do. And you performed again here this week. A lot of people see the sharpshooter as like a role player, but and almost like they don't want to be that role player because they want to have like a star role. But you find a way to be a star even in that role. So talk to me a little bit about that.
My guys just told me to be aggressive, and just go out there and play my game. They know I'm the best scorer on the team, so I just go out there and just do what I need to do to get the win for this weekend or week. My bad, week.
Chat, if you feel free to ask some questions to any one of the players, and I'll relay it to them. Somebody asked, who has the best jumper? I'm assuming on the team.
You come.
Josh put everybody on.
Okay, appreciate it. Yeah,
Josh put everybody on.
Okay.
I have parts into it, but Josh put everybody on.
Yeah, I saw Kenny was pulling from crazy, and there was this one clip where Kenny just pulled from the hash, and he was surprised because it flipped the cam to him, and he was like, "How the hell I'm surprised I made that." But yeah. So
yeah, I said if I get him on the face, man, I'm pulling. My guy Quay been horsing down on the rebound, so I know if I miss, he got my back down there.
Yeah, Quay, we heard you yell, "I'm a horse," real loud in that second game.
Yeah, man, that's the signature right there.
Okay, let's see what the chat has to say. Ask him if they remember meeting a guy outside of Wiz Khalifa concert last year and call him the Juggernaut. What do you? I don't know if I just.
Walker. Yeah, that's my boy Walker. What's up, man? I remember you, bro.
Honestly, I thought I got pranked because I was just reading it and a lot of it made no sense. But you guys.
Yeah, he met us last year right after the concert. He was a cool guy. That's my boy. What's up, man?
Okay. Hey, I noticed you guys had different jerseys on today. I mean, I guess on that last game, you guys have 2 separate sets of jerseys, and I didn't know this until a few days ago. But depending on whether you have home court in the actual 2K game, you guys wear the appropriate jerseys in real life. Yes, that's pretty interesting. Do you guys know ahead of time whether you're going to be a home or away team, or do you guys just like carry both?
Well, we thought we were going to have a home game, at least one home game, but we had 2 away games, so we just wore our white jerseys because that's all we bought for that. Yeah, we just got them last week, so we had white jerseys, so we were stoked to wear them, and we definitely thought we had a home game, so that's why we bought the white ones. Usually it's supposed to be, black, but yeah.
Honestly, man, we may win the rest of the season. We 2-0 in the white.
Might have to take time. It's all right.
So, hey, talk to me about Vegas, man. I'm sure, like, you guys go to New York all the time at this point. You're used to it. But Vegas is different, and you guys have been playing in, I forgot what the arena is called, but it is massive, a whole pyramid. So that's going to be new and exciting. Talk to me a little bit about that. I don't know, you guys probably know more about it than I am. I only know surface level details. But are you guys excited for that? A little break from New York?
Of course. I've been to Vegas once or twice. It's kind of like Times Square in that area, how so much moving and so much going on. Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty sure the guys are stoked for Vegas. It's a business trip, so hopefully we can go there, take care of business, and then have fun on the strip or something.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Let's see what the chat has to say. Doza plays in most of the lineups. Oh, that's Shane right there. Yeah, Doza actually wasn't a part of neither game this last week. It was an interesting lineup. It was the first time they ran it this year, and it seems to be working. It's 2 W's, so. There's that. Yeah. White jerseys are a W. I actually like the white ones better too, so I wouldn't be mad if you guys just racked up fines wearing the white jerseys. I'm not gonna lie.
As long as we win it, man, I'm sure MLSC got that covered.
What merch should I buy if I do? Ask them what they like the best.
The new air caps. Make sure you get one of those.
You like that?
I
like a champion hoodie. That's what I would go with.
You can't go wrong with a hoodie, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna get hot though. Not in Toronto, but
I feel like Kenny got worse jersey.
He said no to Toronto. Toronto gets hot, man. You guys haven't been here through the thick of the summer, but it's not like I don't know. It's not like Atlanta hot or Dallas hot, but it's like 30 degrees Celsius, man. It's good enough.
he's getting short.
Guys, 2-0. I remember last year you guys got off to a very rough start, and a lot of people were bullish on you. They thought you guys were gonna do great to start season 1, and then like all those predictions kind of just changed as the season went on. But you guys learned to adjust. Is there any adjustments you guys made so far in season 2 that you think is working for you?
Of course, I think so. Just the way our team is versatile, like we can bounce back from anything. We had them tough losses early, but like we could take people out, we could put people in. We got 6 out here. We all ready to play, so we go every week. We game plan differently, and I feel like that's what's gonna help us in the long run. That we're just so versatile, especially this tournament coming up. Because they got the archetype band, so that's definitely gonna be something to watch for. Because like we can play with any build. I can play outside, I can play inside, or guards can play either way. So definitely.
Yeah, I actually mentioned that because Dozy was playing the point guard, but now you guys switched up the lineups. You guys are good enough. I've seen a lot of you guys play like even outside of the league, and I'm pretty sure you guys can man any position. Just give you a few weeks of warming up, and you guys can dominate in any single one. I don't think the transition is hard as maybe some make it out to seem. Maybe for point guard, but for the other positions, I don't think the transition is nearly as difficult, especially for professional players who do it on a daily. Just a quick question before we head out, maybe from each of you. You guys play 2K all the time, and word around the street is you guys don't take breaks. You guys are always playing and practicing. But when you do take a break, what's the game that you decide to play?
Fortnite, or we all about getting dubs, man. So we definitely might hop on a Fortnite after this. We got 2 dubs earlier, so we hop on that PC, man, and we go to work.
All right, man. Who's the weakest link in Fortnite in the squad? This guy put his hand up.
Yeah, I'm doing my part though. He's getting better. He might be the weakest right now.
All right, dope, man. Thank you guys for joining me. Good luck next week, man. You guys approved it. I know you switched from the double lock lineup, and a lot of people questioned it because apparently the double lock lineup was killing it in scrims. But what you guys are doing seems to be working. So keep it up. I look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it,
man. Sure. Friday, right? Yeah, Friday we got the Bucks, so appreciate you, man.
Yeah. Whew. Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, am I not getting better at this stuff, man? Talk to me, people. Hey, aside from like the Frank interview with the internet connection there for a bit, it's been going real solid. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah. You a goat. Zonix, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Can't build, can shoot though. I have no idea what you mean by that, Soul. But all right, they got to switch over to the PS4, not the Xbox. They play on PC, if I'm not mistaken, right? Alienware is one of the sponsors. So they play on PC and they just take any one of their controllers. My beautiful Sky. Hey, it's not the most beautiful controller you know of. Anyway, yeah, you can choose your Xbox or your PS4 controller. That way, it's a good medium, right? Because if Xbox players had to play on PS4, it'd be a little bit of a disadvantage because there's a tiny learning curve to learning that. In a professional atmosphere, maybe the small difference would find itself in the extremes. So PC is a good medium. Plus, the 2K developers developed the game on PC. So if they wanted to make changes, they would have to port it to Xbox or PS4. It's just easier to do it all on PC. I'm also sure of. Still an awkward interviewer? Pierce, bro, stop being a troll. I'm not an awkward interviewer. Am I? Pierce, you're playing with me too much. They run on PC and there's no dedicated servers yet. Yeah, that's a lot of criticism I've heard about that, and I know that they're on that. So hopefully at some point they can get some. Actually, there is dedicated servers by definition. I think what you mean to say is, are they going to have LAN, which is a very different thing, right? LAN means there's absolutely no latency. And imagine some of these players on LAN. That would be crazy. Yeah, that would be crazy. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get my dribbling game up just because when I do these wrap-ups, I want to be able to show you guys that I'm improving week by week. And so when you watch the first episode of the wrap-up and then you see Agent on the final episode of the wrap-up, whenever that is, it's going to be very clear that he's improved and he's a better player because of it. I've been meaning to get better at this stuff for a very long time. I guess I'm too lazy to do it. I can't sit in my mind court like the Steezos and the Cole Demands and dribble all day. That's just not me. But maybe I'm a little bit different. Best pure sharp, man. Hey, Zonix, thank you, man. I'm gonna start playing. I haven't been playing 2K the way I used to because I've been getting so busy with a lot of stuff. But I've been back on my stuff recently, which has been dope. I got a new jump shot, and I got it from G-Man, actually. He plugged me, and it's been absolutely amazing. Next video you guys see of me playing 2K, you can be like, bro, Agent, you're shooting from there? Yeah. You'll never be able to out-dribble me, no chance. Bri, I'm telling you right now, my guy, you are not an impressive dribbler, okay? I can take you in like 1 week of practice, and I can guarantee that, my guy. Hey, listen, I have the footage, man. What are you talking about, Bri? And that's not even my position. Imagine if you came to the sharp. Wish somebody from the Pistons did something like this. It's a really cool post-game breakdown. Awesome way of producing content. And Jarrett, thank you so much, man. And thanks for tuning in. If you guys are new to the channel and this is your first wrap-up, make sure to drop a follow on the channel as well. We go live every single week after the Raptors Uprising final game. We were supposed to go live yesterday, but in the studio, the connection's kind of rough because there's massive walls kind of stopping the connection on the Wi-Fi. Long story short, we weren't able to make it yesterday, but maybe it worked out better that we waited because, I mean, we're here now and the interview process went clean and without a hitch. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 3 of the wrap-up. Hold on, man, I got this. A look ahead, boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be back next week. So make sure to follow, put on the notifications, and prepare your questions, man. I know you guys watch the league, so because you're here, and so if you have any questions, always make sure to ask. I'll be here. I hope you are too. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. I'm out. Peace. Later, fellas. Bye, Bri.